I think he just took off with the bait. Oh man, look at him. Holy cow, look at that. Right here, y'all. Right here. Right here. Fish on. Oh man. But he's pulling too, ain't he? Look at that rod out. Well, that rod just went down, didn't it? Boy, that's how you get the video started right there. Y'all, today I'm out here on Fort Loudon. I am set up on the end of a point back here toward where a creek comes in on the main channel. 42 feet here where I'm at. I got bait suspended right off the bottom. I've been out here 15-20 minutes. This is an afternoon trip for me. Planning on fishing till dark tonight. And that thing right there, man, just buried the rod. I don't think he's going to end up being very big. We'll see when we get him up here. I see a tail there. That's a fun one. Oh boy, he's mad. He's mad at me still. Now he's wound. He hit that rod hard and took it down, and then he didn't fight too terribly hard on the way up, and now he's wanting to show out, rolling around there and whatnot. Well, let's get hold of this thing right here. Oh no, calm it down. We gotta do indoor behavior right now, Blue Cat. Look at this rod right here. Look at it now. Something wanted it, he didn't get it. Maybe he'll come back for it. So there's this bait, y'all. This is I'm gonna leave him set in just a second. That's a skipjack head, and it's not been down there long. It's had a little dink tap there. Got the sides of it, but this is the first solid bite, and it is a solid bite. And guys, I apologize if there's some wind noise on the camera today. It's one of the reasons I chose to fish here where I did is because the wind is up this afternoon, but I'm not going to be dealing with as much chop here where I'm positioned at. I am going to have wind noise probably on the camera, but not the chop that I would in some of the wider areas of this body of water. And I got the sun behind me too, so there's probably a shadow on him, but we're rolling with it. That's a nice fish. Let me just stick him on the board for you, and we'll let him go. Yeah, guys, fillet his tail right there, about 35 inches, a little shy of it maybe. That's a solid fun sizer. All right, there he is. One last look at him. Old fun sizer to start. There you go. Well, let's drop that bait back down and see if we can get some more today. Again, I'm gonna fish till about dark, and it is 3:59 right now, so I got about 3 hours to fish. It gets dark around 7 these days, and we'll soak these baits. I've got skipjack with me. That's all I got today. Caught it yesterday, so it's still fresh. I've got 2 head pieces and 2 midsections. I've got a bigger body chunk and a smaller body chunk with the gut pocket cut out, just to vary the sizes. Rehook this bait here and send it back down. The meat of it there is still good. It's still good and pink and everything, so back down it goes. But yeah, y'all, that's a good way to start off the trip. I'm happy about it. And anyway, too, let me get to this. So today I have a video sponsor, USA Home Inspectors, USAHomeInspectors.com. They are, hold on. I can't get through the daggone sponsorship. I got another rock going down right here. Oh man, look at that. Look at that. Oh man. Man, he's pulling a little drag right there, wasn't he? We got another rod going down. I was trying to say today's video sponsor, USA Home Inspectors, USAHomeInspectors.com. They're one of the best home inspection services in Southern California. They're actually the #1 home inspection service in San Diego. And man, this fish is pulling. He's a pulling, man. That feels good. But the owner of USA Home Inspectors is a man named Keith Klinger. He's a Navy veteran and a dang good guy, and he's a fan of this channel, and he has been kind enough to sponsor today's video. I actually had the pleasure of meeting him and his wife and joining them on a fishing trip with my buddy Mark, who has Deuces Wild Fishing Charters, a couple weeks back, and we had a dang good time. Got his wife Carrie's personal best blue. Got some more fish there that were smaller. They had to get a picture of me holding the smallest one, of course. This fish right here, man, hard pulling fish. This is another fun sizer. Back-to-back bites there on the head pieces. Okay, well, let's bring that one in, why don't we? Nice, man, that's another good fish. Just boom, boom on here, man. So if we ever get through this daggone intro I was trying to do, I'm gonna show you here on my graph where I'm set up and why I'm positioned here. So again, this was just another skipjack head. I'm gonna have to rehook it here in a second. He got the mouth of that bait a little tore up, but that's fine. The bait itself still dang near perfect condition. Hopefully you can see that there. I know I got the sun behind me. Let me get my big head out of the way. The meat of it's still real good, real pink, bleeding and everything. So I'm gonna send it back down. That's encouraging that the two fish that we've got immediately have ate the head pieces of them. These are aggressive, they're wanting a big bait. I'm gonna drop this back down, suspend it right off the bottom. I'm 42 feet here, so my bait's gonna be 39, 40 feet deep. And now we're gonna hold this one up. Let's get hold of him. Again, we got a shadow here on him, but that's okay. That's a fun sizer. We'll throw him on the board here. He's probably comparable length to that last one, probably 34, 35 inches. I call them fun size because they have fun time. They put a good bend in the rod. That one there is actually a little shorter than the last one. He's about 34 inches or so, but still dang good time on a tackle I use. Well, here's one last look at him. We're gonna get him out of here. We already got our baits reset, so yeah. Well, let me dry my hands off here, y'all, and then I'm gonna take this camera here. The sun's shining right into my graph. Hopefully there won't be a glare on it, but I want to show you how I set up as far as the topography goes and reading lake maps and stuff like that, because this is a type of place that's spring and fall are really good. When fish are moving into creeks, in and out of creeks, places like this are excellent. But they're also year-round type spots. There's never a bad time to fish a deep point that comes off the main channel going into a creek. It's just, there's bait in there. Fish are always gonna be working in and out periodically. Never a bad time. So let me take my camera here. All right, guys, I'm gonna try to cover the screen so you can see. So this is the point I'm talking about here. There's a long point that comes out, and this point actually comes from this direction. Comes out over here. The shore over here behind me that you've seen on the other camera is right there, and there is a narrow opening here from the main channel over here to get back into this creek. And so it kind of, as fish work from the main channel into this creek, they kind of get funneled right through here. It's a very narrow area, so if you can put your baits anywhere in through here, you're in good position. And that's the case. You could set up places like this anywhere you see this on a contour map. It's a good place to fish. And right here, those solid lines are my baits. Those squiggles under it, that's fish. So there's some fish down there. Hopefully we're gonna get some more. But anyway, y'all, hopefully that stuff there on the graph helps you out, and we off to a dang good start, man. Again, thank you, Keith Klinger, USA Home Inspectors, for sponsoring today's video. I had such a fun time out there fishing with them on my buddy Mark Naraki's boat. Again, we caught some fish. They helped me hold up the small one there, but Keith's wife Carrie got her personal best blue cat. So it was a good day and a fun time with good people. So thank you, Keith and USA Home Inspectors. My front rod up there just got hit. Down it goes, down it goes. No, man, he's got it. Yeah, he's got it. That's another one on the headpiece, man. They're after them bigger baits. I think what I'm gonna do here in a minute, y'all, I'm gonna switch out one of my body chunks and I'm gonna put a whole skipjack on. I'm gonna just tie on a double hook rig, put a whole big bait on. Today, the bait I got in my cooler, I need to burn through it. Tomorrow, I don't think I'm gonna get to fish tomorrow because got some rain and some weather moving in. Even if I do get to fish, if it turns out that the weatherman was wrong, that never happens, you know. But if I do get to fish, bait's been pretty easy to get lately, so I'll just go get some more bait before I fish. But I'd like to burn through the bait that's in my cooler now, so I'm gonna stick a whole skipjack on here in a minute. Oh man, he's fighting hard now. He just took off on me. That's another fun sizer right here, guys. As leaf blower man continues to do his thing back there. Nice, buddy. I'll tell you folks, you know, when you suspending baits, you know, right now I got 39, 40 feet of line out right under the kayak. That's a heck of a fight. It's an intense fight when you get a fish this size. Take the bait and take the rod down hard like that. Man, it's a good time. All right, let's get a hold of this thing here. I think this is probably going to be the biggest of the fish I've got today thus far. I can get hold of him there. Come on now. Come on, fishy. Oh yeah, man. Boom, baby. Let me get that camera spun just a little bit. Yeah, y'all, think this is the biggest that I've got so far. But you know, places like this, these fish are moving in. It's fall. They're moving into these creeks to feed. Yeah, that's what's left of that bait there. It's still in good shape. We'll use it again. They're moving in these creeks to feed. Now, you could go back in there, you could drag, you know, and pull baits in and out, but I like to set up, you know, where they're going to be forced to swim through my baits and just wait on them to come in and out. Just set up and take advantage. Let the fish come find me versus me go find them. But that's, man, I wish that sun wasn't behind me. That's a nice fish. Nice, man. If you ain't never caught a fish of this size on a suspended bait in a kayak, you don't know what you're missing out on. It's the most fun way to catch them. I'm gonna throw him here on the board. We're gonna let it go. He's gonna go down there and get even bigger. Yep, another great fish. That's 38 inches there, right on the line. Big old chunky thing right there. Awesome, man. That's 3 good fish here just in the first hour on the water. Plus that little dink that got hooked up. But these big fish, they've ate the bigger baits there, the head pieces. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'll probably switch this small bait out over here and put a whole skipjack on and just swing for the fences, you know, why not? All right, there he is. I'm gonna let him go. Get out of here, buddy. There you go. Man, y'all, I'm having a good day out here. I didn't know today, again with the wind, the forecast, I seen 2 different forecasts yesterday. One was saying winds were calm, the other was going to be up. And the winds have been up out here, but coming here where I have, the wind's coming in this way. There's a big hill behind the camera there that you can't see. And so that kind of blocks some of it. Plus the channel here is a little bit more narrow than in some areas out through here. So that kind of protects you from getting a lot of big chop on the water and allows me to suspend a little bit more effectively. All right, guys, there it is. Whole skipjack on a double hook rig. I've cut some slits in the side just to get it bleeding there, put off some scent. I'm gonna drop that down. Just on a normal Carolina rig, just happens to have 2 hooks on it. Both 10-aught Mustad Demon circles. All my gear is linked down in the video description if you're ever wondering what I'm using. But yeah, we're gonna drop that down there, raise it up just a couple feet off the bottom, and offer them fish a big bait. Look at this, look at this. One of them head baits is going down again. Look at it. Man, them head baits is where it's at today, man. That's a definite preference they're showing. My big hole bait back there ain't got touched yet. And of course we just got that one small dink there on the body chunk before I had switched it out. My other body chunk ain't been messed with. But they are showing a preference for these head baits. And again, I'm just parked here on the end of this point and just waiting on these fish to come through. And I'm fortunate right now, we've got some fish that are just periodically working through here. And they got to swim right through my baits in order to get in and out of this creek. And when you got baits just sitting there in their face, an easy meal, they gonna take it. This is You know, smaller fun size, we'll call it. Not very heavy, but it's got some length to it. It's probably, we'll throw it on board just for doo-doos and giggles. It's probably in that 32-inch range. He's gonna have to calm it down about 3 notches though before we bring him in. All right, come on in, kitty. Come on in. Let's get the hook out of him here. I don't think he's gonna be front camera worthy today. I'm just gonna put him on the board here for him. After the fish we've caught, he ain't gonna make a front camera. But this bait here, this skipjack head, it's getting kind of chewed up now. So we're gonna go ahead and switch it out here in just a minute. But we got its use out of it, man. We didn't let that bait go to waste, did we? All right, well, there we go. Had that line wrapped around his tail. Yeah, guys, this one here, he ain't gonna want to calm down on this board. Calm it down, kitty. Skinnier fish, you know, fun size length. He's shy of 34 inches there. So, you know, nice fish, good fight. Just, he needs to get back in that creek and eat him a few bites. Oh, you should have flopped off the other way, Blue Kitty. Let's send you out this way. He is showing out in here. He is upset with me. We've called him skinny. In the catfish world, they don't like it. That's an insult. Get out of here. Go on. I've hurt his feelings. I've hurt that fish's feelings, y'all. I feel bad about it. Not really, but that fish wants me to feel bad about it. You know, in the human world, if you call somebody fat, it's an insult. In the catfish world, if you call them skinny, that's an insult, just like calling us fat. So that fish was upset with me, but he gone now, and I'm gonna put on a new head bait and put it up there, and we're just gonna sit here and just keep catching them. I didn't bring my light with me because I was just gonna fish till dark, so still got another, I don't know, hour and a half, 2 that we can fish, but hopefully we're gonna get some more fishing that time. Goes that headpiece up there again. They are all over them headpieces today, man. He's got it too. Let's just reel him in. We got Lawnmower Man back here now, y'all. First it was Weed Eater, then Leaf Blower, now Lawnmower Man. I was just talking about how I hadn't seen them in a long time, any of them. And now I got the trifecta today. Oh good, maybe he's quit for a minute. We can reel this fish in peace and quiet. This is a small one here. He still ate the big bait. I can't get him to eat that small bait back here. I mean, that one dink ate a small bait, but my other body chunk, they ain't wanting it. They're wanting these heads. Well, that's fine. I'll give them whatever they want though, you know. That's why I offer them options. Some days fish show preferences to certain sizes of bait, certain cuts of bait, certain types. And if you give them options, you can oftentimes entice them. So get rid of that little one there. This bait right here is all messed up there in the head. Mouth's all torn up. Meat still looks good though. Tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna use that bait again. I'm just gonna hook it through the back like this though, just like a normal, like I would a body chunk of any kind, just right through the back there. And we're gonna send it down. Again, if you're new to my channel, I like suspended baits whenever possible. So what I do, got that on a Carolina rig and I'm drop it down, my sinker just hit bottom. So I'll engage my reel. I'm gonna reel down here till I get the slack out of my line. So right now, about right there, my sinker hits. My rod tips at the water surface. I'm gonna reel down just a little bit more, raise up, and put my rod in the rod holder. So based on my leader length and the distance between my rod tip and the water surface, I know my bait is sitting there 2 feet off the bottom, 3 feet off the bottom, just kind of in that strike zone where fish are gonna be as they work in and out of this creek just swimming along the bottom. So it's right there in their face. I'll be doggone, one of them head baits got knocked down again right there. Oh no. I think he just took off with the bait. Oh man, look at him. Holy cow, look at that. Did you see that? He dropped the bait. I was reeling it in and he took off. Holy cow, that fish is, man, he's swimming behind the kayak. Holy cow, what is that? Is that a striper? Whatever it is took off, man. Holy cow, that fish hits a bait, come free. And then he took off, man. He's in that back line, I don't even care. I don't even know what this is. Man, he is. Let me go around this way. Let me put that rod up there. I think I can get him out of that line. What the heck is that? Is that a cat? Is that a stripe? That's gotta be a striper. What an odd fight, man. It is a striper. It is. Oh man. I had a fish hit that bait and lost it. He come off and I was reeling it in and this thing smacked it and took off. Holy cow, I was not expecting that. I was not expecting that to happen. Holy cow. Man, that's the first striper I've gotten in a while, y'all. That's a welcome surprise right there. Nice, man, look at that. Heck yeah. Oh man. I probably shouldn't have unhooked him over there, y'all. Probably should have waited till I got him in, but that's all right. We got him, man. That daggone sun's behind me. I'd like to get a picture of this thing. That's big, man. That's my first striper in a while. I've been on a dry spell with them, but holy cow. Nailed that bait as I was reeling it in to check it. Oh man, that was awesome. Let me just put him on the board here. That's a big fish. Y'all, that stripe right there, 40 inches. His tail will touch 40 inches. What an awesome fish, man. Oh man, that's awesome. We on some good fish here, ain't we? Woo. All right, I'm gonna let him go. I don't like holding these out of the water very long because they don't do well. You got to get them back in quick. So we're gonna send him out of here. But man, what a fight! Holy cow! There you go. Boom, baby! That was awesome. All right, guys. So here's the thing, and again, I apologize about Lawnmower Man here. It's always something when you're filming, but anyway, been out here about an hour and a half now. Just checked my phone. It's a little after 5:30, and I've probably got a 20 to 30 minute video filmed already. So I think what I'm gonna do is try to go live, see if I can catch some on a live stream since we're getting a good bite here. So I'm gonna wrap up the filming portion of this video, and if I did go live, which I'm gonna try to, I think I got enough cell phone service, then you've already seen that because this video would be coming out after the fact. But again, thank you to Keith Klinger, owner of USA Home Inspectors. Y'all, if you're in Southern California, you need home inspection done, check them out. Hang on. We're getting one more before we wrap this up. There goes that bait. Feel like I'm having to yell into the camera to overcome the leaf blower or lawnmower man back here. Yeah, y'all, this is gonna be the last one. I'm gonna try to go live while I'm on some fish here. I got a feeling this bite's probably just gonna keep going as we get closer to dark. I can't believe that striper, man. I cannot believe that daggone striper snatched that bait as I was reeling it up and just took off with it like a rocket, man. That was so much fun. This one here is gonna be, he's not gonna be a striper on this one. This is gonna be a blue cat right here. It's another fun sizer though. These blues, man, I'm telling you, they working in this creek here. I am set up in perfect position to take advantage of them. You get places like this, spring and fall, you're gonna do real well. Summer and winter, you'll catch some fish, but it won't be, you don't get the shallow movements as often as you do spring and fall, but you still will catch them in places like this. Up, that, you know what, get on out of here. You ain't even worthy of being measured, blue cat, acting like that. So anyway, guys, again, thank you for watching. Thank you, USA Home Inspectors. Sorry about Lawnmower Man, Leaf Blower Man, and Weed Eater Man. and the wind and the sun behind me. We've had challenging filming conditions today, but fishing has been awesome. I'll see you again soon, guys. Thanks for watching.